Hi folks and modelers, welcome back to part 2 on the 1/700 scale CVN-78 USS Gerald R. Ford from Magic Factory. So I've spent the last 2 weeks just doing a lot of masking, and I got it. So basically I got the hull, deck and the catwalks painted. So this is how it looks like right now. So before I go any further, I wanted to do one update because there's a few things I wanted to show you. So anyway, since I got the deck on, let me just show you the I'll talk about the fit. So let's take a close look up. So basically, like I said, the deck doesn't fit too well. So there is some deformation on the hull after the sponsons were attached. So if we look at here, we can, so basically this deck have to be really pushed in all the way to get the tight fit. And I think for this side, maybe, yeah, if we push it down, we could get a good fit. But there is one problem on this side here, which I think the fits are not so good. And in fact, if we look at this between this sponson and this catwalk deck over here, I think the gaps here became a little bit too big, I believe. But that's how it fits. In fact, this deck has been fitted. And looking at here, this is where I think the problem is. There is that kind of a gap over there. In fact, right now I'm clamping this down with my fingers, and I think it's all the way down. So, but there's still that gap. So this sponson is not fitting horizontally to the deck. And same goes for this side here. So on this side, I need to really clamp it down like that. Then it will close up that gap over there. So basically, this bottom of this deck here should be sitting on this sponson's deck. So I think this part I can close it up. So these are the, I think when I stick the deck to the hull, I will have that problem, I believe. And in fact, okay, so I got a measure here, and if I put it down like that, I don't think the deck is completely flat. You can see there is a slight at the stern area, there is a gap there. So I believe the deck is like the shape is curved up, so it's curved up on this area here. I think therefore it's creating that gap over there. But these kind of things, I don't think I don't think it can be repaired much on this kind of things. So anyway, that's about the fit. And then coming to, you know, the masking things, I think there was really just too much masking, small maskings on these catwalks. And in fact, I think I probably missed out a couple of places, like over here. This should be the dark sea gray color, but I think I missed this out. So all these will have to be touched up. I think it has to be hand painted. I'm not gonna be masking all these again. And this kind of masking, definitely there will be overspray happening. So if you look at this area here, there is some overspray. And in this catwalk was very difficult to mask. So basically you just need to cut up, you know, small tapes and just mask it all over the catwalks over there. And let me take out the deck so that we can get a better look on the hull here. So for example, like here, I think I couldn't really mask that, so I just, you know, but this I will touch this up, and then like this kind of edges. And I think this deck completely, I did mask this, but I think the mask came off. And like this kind of areas here, I will touch this up, but these kind of areas are not so visible. So I did quite a rough masking. And the door wells, yes, a lot of masking here. And I think, yeah, the masking was not flat. So yes, there's definitely a lot of lots and lots of masking on these smaller areas. And I think like here, yeah, I missed out these kind of areas, so I will have to touch that up. And okay, so coming to the stern area, I have assembled these parts over here. Not sure if you can see so well on the inner side of this stern area here. So yeah, I completed these parts, attached them, and then these kind of things had to be hand painted. And I added railings first because these parts are all in, you know, sitting deep inside. And also this area for the phalanx, I did not mask this, so these were later hand painted. So yeah, lots of masking went into this. So I think after this I might have to work on some of the railings first before the deck is attached, because railings, like, you know, this kind of areas, I think I have to do this first, because I think the catwalk will be, you know, I think it will be disturbing this kind of areas. So I will have to mask, do a lot of railings before the deck is closed up. And I've also been looking at a lot of photos, the real ship's photos. So basically all these cavities here do have railings. So I'm not sure if I will put railings on all these, especially these smaller ones here, and also like here. There's just too many of these cavities, which I will try to add railings if I can, but otherwise it's gonna be left without railings. So there's seriously a lot of railings everywhere, and on all these smaller decks here, and all these catwalks will be having railings, like all these edges. So not gonna be easy. And then I think places like these, you know, you have to skip the railing, you have to put the railings here, all the way here. So yeah, I think I will do that. And also this deck, it's not completely, it's not complete, because I will still need to paint this jet blast deflector, you know, the hydraulics, where the hydraulics will sit. So I will have to paint this in white. And then these catapult lines, I will paint it in probably in steel color. So this color guide, you know, this looks sort of like gray or green, but I think it should be a steel color. And I think there's a few things that I need to paint. And also these things here, I'm not so sure what are these things here, but I think this should be in the darker gray. I cannot really tell. Or is it just the same as the deck color? So I'm gonna complete up the paint, do a clear coat, then I will also start on the decals. And talking about this deck, I did sand it, you know, I did sand the entire deck once, but I don't think I got the lines. Probably it got a little bit thinner, but not too much. So yeah, I didn't sand too much because I was worried it's gonna ruin the surface. And another thing is this the bottom hull for this black water line. So this was yeah, very difficult to do, and I'm not sure if I have done this correctly. So at the stern area here, this is how I did it. Basically the black line becomes thicker on this side and it comes even to the bottom. There was no picture showing how it looks like here. So, but it was, I did some guesswork, because from this guide here, it does show that the black covers up to the rudder blades. So which means this part is definitely really, you know, it goes all the way down. That's what I'm thinking. And also if you look at here, it goes to the bottom there. So yes, there is no photo on this black line. at the stern area, but that's how I guessed it. And the black line actually goes all the way down to here, because looking from the side view, if that black line was to be the same as here, then at the stern area here it will look really thin. So I mean, if somebody knows about this, maybe you can let me know. But otherwise, but I'm not gonna do any corrections on these kind of things. There's no way I'm gonna be masking all these again. Just too much work. And this front, the bulbous bow area, this was really difficult to mask because it's actually like curved here. And I did use the curved masking tape, which didn't help too much, but I got a little bit of curve there. So that's how yeah, it was worked out. And also I have I got kind of tired, you know, using masking tapes on the deck and the hull. So for these the island parts, I used something else. Basically, I used this masking saw, and this can get actually quite messy because you know, you can't really get an accurate when you apply it, you cannot really get it flat. So I'll just show you some sample, and you know, when you actually take this out, it gets really messy. So basically all these parts have to be touched up again. It's just to cover the base of that bottom paint over there. So okay, so that's probably the walking deck over there. So all these edges will have to be touched up again. So that's how I did it, and you know, that's how I did it for all these parts here. I took off some of these maskings, but these maskings are really difficult to come out. Basically it peels out and it gets really dirty. So if there's a lot of dust, I will just use like a toothbrush to, you know, clean it like that. So yeah, so that's how all these parts will look like. So this is the mast. This was really, yeah, it wasn't basically I just applied the salt like that, and you know, it will go on to other parts, so everything needs to be touched up. But I'd rather touch it up than to apply masking tapes on these kind of things, which it's really too small to stick masking tapes, and there's all these round areas curved, which I don't think masking tapes will work very well on all these things. So yeah, so basically, you know, it's okay to touch it up. It's just that yeah, lots of work to be done. So peeling this out again. Yeah, so you know, I'm not gonna do this on the update video. I'll just do it later. But it's really messy, as you can see. But to apply masking tapes on these kind of areas, it's a bit, I don't know, too much for me, I think. And this is a 1/700 scale ship, so nope, I'm not gonna be doing that. if it's a 1350, I will at least try to mask it. So this is my update. Okay, so this thing, there's one more thing. This thing, I put it upside down, so I had to crack it up, put it back in. Then there was a gap there, so I put some cards in there. Some mistakes. Yeah, so I'm gonna hate doing all these railings after this. Anyway, yeah, railings. More masking, painting, so that's what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple of weeks, I believe. So for railings, I'm using just a generic, this Chinese brand railings, which these are really cheap. So all these railings will go on all these areas. So I think that's all I'm gonna be updating for now. I hope you like this video, and I will bring more. And one more thing, maybe the viewers can help me decide if I'm gonna put the hanger bay in or out, because I've been thinking about it quite a lot, but I cannot come to a decision. So maybe you can tell me if I should put it in, I'll just put it in, and if I should put it outside, I'll just put it out. And I have not assembled it yet or painted the hanger deck. I have been just concentrating on this hull and deck. So that's all for now. So until the next time, happy modeling, and cheers for now. Goodbye.